Hi, I'm Sherri A Lynn, author of All My Heroes Have Fur, Fins, and Feathers, an animal communicator's healing journey of awakening. I'd like to thank the Princeton Local Authors Group for selecting me to be a featured reader for their local Authors Day. I also would like to thank the animals who have been a large part of my life. Without them, I'm really not sure where I would be. And I've chosen Chapter 20, Charlie's Stretch, and we're actually there shooting on location because this is just a magical spot for animals and their people. A lot of dogs come walking through here. There's also a lot of wildlife that is very, very prevalent in the area. So, Charlie's Stretch, The Observer. I have found animals are way smarter than I could ever hope to be. They have led me, followed me, taught me, and supported me in ways I have been trying to express through the stories in this book. Our unspoken bond warms my heart, even on the worst days. Their very presence brings me and others comfort. Even when they are not seen, heard, or acknowledged, they are in service, working, healing. On this day, I was neither the teacher nor the student, but the observer. On the Delaware and Raritan Canal towpath between Manville and Millstone in New Jersey, there is a lovingly placed bench in memory of a young person named Charlie Schultz. Personally knowing Charlie as an animal lover and advocate, I've come to expect magic and transformation in this area around the spillway that I affectionately refer to as Charlie's Stretch. On today's walk, I came to the realization that Charlie's bench is an anchor point, probably one of many. It is an anchor point for healing and love. Animal magic doesn't just happen at this special bench with its aura of golden light, but also along the towpath stretching in both directions from Manville to Millstone. As I started my walk from the Manville side one morning, I was greeted by an array of different birds. I saw the most vibrant of blue jays and cardinals, saw and heard the busiest of woodpeckers and robins. On both ends, I could smell the faint aroma of fox that had recently passed by. I spied a lone groundhog, several squirrels, turtles, ducks, and geese as well. I saw recent evidence of beaver activity on the bases of trees and in a patch of mud at the landing zone of one of their chutes on the riverside of the towpath. On the return trip, I was joined by the prints of a lone deer who had crossed the path left to right and then disappeared into the grass at some point. Each one of these animals had a message and a job to do. Each one was working independently, lovingly, quietly, in service to the whole, the greater good. Several times I paused to feel it and observe how the animals went about their healing work. All but one person greeted me pleasantly with a smile and a hello that day. This one woman passed by with an absent look on her way toward Charlie's bench. After we passed, I looked up to see a flock of turkey vultures hanging out like sentries in the highest branches of an old tree. I heard them say, "Don't worry, we've got her. Just like we had you after the special spaniel named Duke died." I smiled inside knowing what would come next. Many people are creeped out by vultures because they think they represent evil and death. On the contrary, they are incredibly smart and represented beautifully in all the animal totem books I have read. I nodded to the vultures as I passed, something akin to a namaste, as an expression of gratitude for what they were about to do. My heart knew they would work with Charlie's spirit and the rest of the animals to clean up that woman's thoughts and aching heart. My heart also knew, on this day, love was quiet and patient and abundant on Charlie's Stretch.